Module objective. This module explores the origins, evolution, technological innovations, stylistic developments, subgenres, and cultural movements of electronic music, EM, a genre born from scientific curiosity and developed into a global nightlife phenomenon. From avant-garde laboratories to massive dance festivals, electronic music has both pushed the boundaries of sound and transformed music production, consumption, and experience. 1. Origins. Electronic experimentation in the early 20th century. Scientific roots. Electronic music originated in technological and academic settings, blending sound science with musical innovation. Early developments include Theremin, 1920, by Léon Theremin, played without physical contact. Ondes Martenot, 1928, expressive monophonic keyboard instrument. Trautonium, 1930s, precursor to synthesizers. Avant-garde and musique concrète, France, 1940s. Pioneered by Pierre Schaeffer, used recorded natural sounds manipulated via splicing, looping, speed changes. Elektronische Musik, Germany, led by Karl-Heinz Stockhausen, who synthesized sounds purely from electronic sources. These movements rejected traditional music norms and explored timbre, texture, and non-linear forms, laying the groundwork for electronic music's broad creative palette. 2. Technological advancements. Synthesizers, sequencers, and drum machines. Game-changing innovations, Moog synthesizer, 1964. First commercially available analog synth. ARP, Buchla, Roland, Yamaha became icons of analog synthesis. Drum machines, Roland TR-808 and TR-909 defined rhythmic patterns of techno, house, and hip-hop. MIDI, 1983, allowed digital instruments to communicate, revolutionized electronic composition. Digital age and DAWs, rise of digital synthesizers, Yamaha DX7, samplers, and sequencers enabled complex music creation. Digital audio workstations, DAWs, like Ableton Live, FL Studio, Logic Pro, became the home studios for bedroom producers worldwide. 3. Pioneers and early influencers. Artists who shaped the sound, Wendy Carlos, switched on Bach, 1968, introduced synths to classical music. Kraftwerk, German band blending minimalist rhythms and robotics. Brian Eno, ambient music pioneer, emphasized texture over rhythm. Jean-Michel Jarre, synth-based symphonic compositions. Vangelis, iconic film scores, Blade Runner, Chariots of Fire. Giorgio Moroder, disco meets electronic, influenced dance music heavily. These innovators fused art, science, and emotion, producing sonic landscapes that expanded beyond traditional melody or harmony. 4. Disco to dance floor, the roots of EDM disco's influence, 1970s. Featured repetitive grooves, synthesizers, and four-on-the-floor beats. Clubs like Studio 54 and Paradise Garage created spaces of celebration and liberation. House music, 1980s, originated in Chicago, pioneered by Frankie Knuckles. Characteristics: steady kick drum, bassline loops, soulful vocal samples. Techno, born in Detroit. Artists like Juan Atkins, Derek May, and Kevin Saunderson created futuristic, machine-driven dance music. Trance and rave culture. Europe embraced trance with hypnotic melodies and build-ups. Paul van Dyk, Tiesto. Rave scene exploded in the UK, late 1980s-90s, with underground parties, ecstasy culture, and illegal gatherings. 5. The rise of EDM, electronic dance music, from clubs to stadiums. By the 2000s and 2010s, EDM had become a commercial juggernaut with massive festivals: Tomorrowland, Ultra, Electric Daisy Carnival. Artists: David Guetta, Calvin Harris, Martin Garrix, Avicii, Deadmau5, Skrillex. Key characteristics: beat drop structure, build-up, drop, breakdown. Heavy use of sidechain compression, pumping effect. Accessible via platforms like SoundCloud, YouTube, and Spotify. 6. Subgenres of electronic music. Diverse styles: house, deep house, progressive house, tech house, techno, minimal techno, acid techno, Detroit techno, trance, uplifting, psychedelic, progressive, dubstep, wobble bass, syncopated rhythms, Skrillex, drum and bass, fast BPM, jungle rhythms, ambient, textural, beatless, Brian Eno, Aphex Twin, lo-fi, chill, tape-warped textures, industrial, harsh, aggressive tones, 9-inch nails, electropop, synth-heavy melodic pop, Robin Grimes. Each subgenre serves different moods, audiences, and settings, ranging from introspective to euphoric. 7. Digital revolution and DIY culture. Democratization of music production. Tools like DAWs, VST plugins, and sample packs empower anyone with a laptop to become a producer. YouTube tutorials, Twitch streams, and Discord communities facilitate peer learning. Social platforms, TikTok, Instagram, fuel viral tracks and producer visibility. This shift has led to the bedroom producer boom, blurring the line between amateur and professional artistry. 8. Sociocultural and philosophical dimensions. Inclusivity and subcultural identity. EM scenes fostered safe spaces for LGBTQ+, marginalized, and outsider communities. Raves and clubs serve as sites of temporary escape, identity formation, and collective euphoria. EDM culture is tied to plur values: peace, love, unity, respect. Psychedelic and transcendent experiences, trance, and ambient music create states of meditative immersion. Festival culture often encourages spiritual experiences, connectivity, and emotional catharsis. 9. Criticism and controversies. Common critiques: over-commercialization and formulaic production, allegations of cultural appropriation, drug associations in rave culture, lack of diversity and representation in headliner slots, homogenization due to streaming algorithms. Despite this, many artists and collectives push for innovation, community building, and independent artistry. 10. The future of electronic music. Emerging trends: AI-generated music and algorithmic composition, VR, AR clubbing experiences, and virtual raves, environmental sustainability in festivals, and gear global fusion, mixing EM with Afro beats, K-pop, traditional music,